The Roaring Twenties, Jazz, Flappers, and Decadence. Welcome back to TimeFrame, your portal to the past. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and transformative decades in history, the Roaring Twenties. This era was marked by vibrant jazz music, daring flappers, and a spirit of extravagance that defined a generation. So, grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's explore the essence of the Roaring Twenties. The Roaring Twenties emerged in the aftermath of World War I, a time when people were eager to break free from the constraints of the past. The war had brought about significant social changes, and the economy was booming. Cities grew, and the allure of urban life attracted many. This era was all about liberation, both in thought and lifestyle. People were ready to celebrate, and what better way to do so than through music and dance? At the heart of the Roaring Twenties was jazz music. This genre, born from African American communities, exploded in popularity and became the soundtrack of the decade. Speakeasies, underground bars where alcohol was served illegally during Prohibition, were filled with the sounds of lively jazz bands. Artists like Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington captivated audiences with their innovative rhythms and improvisational style. The music encouraged a sense of freedom and joy, allowing people to express themselves in ways they had never done before. As jazz music thrived, so did the flapper culture. Flappers were young women who embraced a new sense of independence and challenged traditional norms. They bobbed their hair, wore shorter dresses, and danced the Charleston with abandon. Flappers symbolized a shift in societal attitudes toward women, as they began to assert their rights and seek new opportunities. They enjoyed life to the fullest, often seen smoking, drinking, and dancing in the vibrant nightlife that characterized the decade. The Roaring Twenties also brought about a sense of decadence. The economy was thriving, and people had money to spend. Lavish parties, extravagant fashion, and a general spirit of indulgence defined this era. Jazz clubs and dance halls flourished, and the nightlife was a reflection of the excitement and energy of the time. People embraced the idea of living in the moment, often throwing caution to the wind in pursuit of pleasure. However, the Roaring Twenties was not just about excess. It was also a time of significant social change. The decade saw the rise of the modern woman, who sought equality and independence. The suffrage movement reached a milestone, with women gaining the right to vote in many countries. The cultural landscape also shifted, as artists and writers began to explore new ideas and challenge societal norms. The Harlem Renaissance, for instance, celebrated African American culture and creativity, leaving a lasting impact on literature, music, and art. Despite the glamour and excitement, the Roaring Twenties had its shadows. The end of the decade brought the Great Depression, a stark contrast to the exuberance that preceded it. The stock market crash of the late 20s served as a reminder of the fragility of prosperity. Yet the spirit of the Roaring Twenties continues to resonate today. It was a decade that celebrated creativity, freedom, and a sense of possibility. As we reflect on the Roaring Twenties, we see a time that was both exhilarating and transformative. It was an era defined by jazz, flappers, and a pursuit of happiness that changed the course of history. The legacy of this decade can still be felt in our culture, as we continue to celebrate the arts, individuality, and the spirit of freedom. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Roaring Twenties. If you enjoyed this exploration of jazz, flappers, and decadence, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to TimeFrame for more captivating stories from the past. Until next time, keep celebrating history and all its vibrant stories.